Hey everybody on YouTube land. I was trying to look online to do brakes for a 2014 and newer Jeep Grand Cherokee, preferably the front, and there was nothing there other than for like a SRT8, which has the Brembo brakes. I already struggled on the first one figuring it out. It's actually pretty easy, so I'm going to do a quick video and walk you through it. And yeah, here we go. The first thing we have to do, well, of course, we've already got the truck jacked up off the ground. We have jack stands under it, and then we also have the tires off, obviously. The first step you have to do is get this clip off. My brakes come with a brand new clip, so I don't really care about this clip. So you go ahead and take this clip off, and I'm just going to try to get it the best I can like that. And like that, and it pops right off. Easy peasy. Shine a light in here for you. Secondly, you got to go in here. These are the bolts. There's these rubber grommets that hold the caliper, the bolt that holds the caliper on. There's just a little plastic cover on here, and if you can get your finger in there, it pops right off. There's one up top, and of course there's one below as well. I'll go ahead and get the second one off. And that's what those look like. Next, in those caps, you won't be able to see it because they're back there, but the cap's right here. And in there, to take those bolts out, it's a 10mm hex Allen key. So you'll just take those off. Those nice dust covers make them pretty easy to remove. And I'll take those top and lower off. I'll show you what they look like. Those are the caliper retaining bolts. Like I said, they're a 10mm hex head. There we go. 10mm hex head. They're a little stubborn getting out of that rubber boot. Just use a pair of needle nose pliers, pulls them right out. No big deal. So with that off, that's just kind of hanging there. Be very careful that you don't go dropping this. There we go. Got it out. The issue was that pin was stuck in the caliper. That'll do it. Alright, so these old guys are good. I'm going to try to get that out there. That's going to be a problem. And we'll start putting it back together. Just took a pair of needle nose, it popped right out. So yeah, everything's out. I just got to push these back in, clean everything up, and put all the new stuff on. When you go to press these pistons back in, make sure you have your reservoir open so you have no pressure when the fluid starts to go back in the reservoir. I'm just using an old C-clamp. Push them in, that way you can get the new pads in. Just go real slow with it. Some people buy like a brake caliper press, but I don't really think it's necessary. I've been using this C-clamp on all my vehicles for a long time. Just kind of take your time with it. Go in, slow on one. And just try to make them kind of evened up. And that's that. New brake pad, new clips. Pop them in. New outer pad, squealer at the bottom. Just like that. Put it back together. Take the caliper. That's in, just like that. your 2 retaining bolts. Get one started. That's why it keeps it in spot place. There's that, won't go falling off. Bottom one in there. Retaining bolts back in, plastic caps. Bada boom. Down to the bottom. That's it. It's that easy. And then these clips, remember I bent the other one up pretty bad. They go on really easy when they're brand new. You just kind of put them in and clip them in. New clips on, good to go. So yeah, just to recap, pull the plastic caps off, 10mm Allen to take the back bolts off. Nice persuasion to get the caliper off. Hopefully you don't have the issue with that breaking off. That was my main issue. Get them all out, put them all in, make sure everything's clean. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so basically the rears are just the same as the fronts, just a little bit easier because it's a single piston instead of a dual piston, so you'll just be using the clamp on one piston. You just got to remove this clip, remove these 2 caps like on the back just like the front, and then the only difference is instead of 10mm, I found the best to use was a 1/4 inch. Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it worked. So 2 1/4 inch in the back where those boots are, that'll pop that off, replace the pads, clean everything up, put it back on. It's just as plain and simple. Oh, and to make sure you use the clamp to press the piston in. So I just wanted to add that to the end. See ya.